Okay. Back at it again. Last we left off, the bandits have just attacked Bose, and we're investigating by talking to the people. My account ledgers were confiscated by the army. This is bad, really bad. Now hold on, maybe I'm not in as much trouble as I previously thought. Thankfully those sky bandits took off with the one that could have got me in the most trouble. The enemy may take off my account ledgers, but I may just be alright. That's because the sky bandits took off with them. Why are you telling me this? Just openly admitting that he's cooking the books. My boss seems to be more on edge than I've ever seen him before. I wonder if it's the shock from being burglarized like that. I'm only interested in pursuing my own creative interests, so as long as there's an environment for me to do that, I couldn't care less about anything else. And we need to ask this woman about her missing ring, because we have a quest for her. I had a very important ring taken by them. I don't care if it's the army or the Bracegill, I just want to see those burglars caught. These sky bandits are on the loose. I don't think I can live without being in fear every day. It's this one, Stolen Ring. And we've got two main quests, South Block Burglary, South Block Burglary 2. We're going to Valeria Lake. The information we gather from the South Block about a suspicious group of people isn't the best lead in the world, but it's a start. So, in an effort to gather out further investigation, we decided to head to the inn on the Valeria Lake shore. Okay. Okay. We'll have to keep an eye... Well, assume it's been taken by the bandits, so we'll just have to keep an eye out for it, I guess. I wonder if my dad would come home soon. My mom looks really upset about something. I wonder if the army found the crooks who did this to my shop. I hope they catch these crooks no matter what they have to do with them. As it stands, I am seething with anger over what happened. Murano had an errand and went to the mayor's residence. The mayor and Murano have actually been good friends for as long as anyone can remember. I know my husband is always out and about, but not having him around makes me feel a little insecure. Please come home safely. But still, I feel like I'm going insane without Trino being here in Bose. We've been fighting since we were kids, so it's weird not having him around. And although he's business to rival, we seem to have this strange sense of solidarity. I'm actually pretty proud of the fact that the two of us built up trade like we have in Bose. Although I'm sure if he heard this, he'd laugh off the notion. I really hope this city will settle down soon. The stock market's cooling down, and at this rate I'm going to show a big deficit this month on my financial report. Just when I'd beaten out the Trinos last month, too. I wonder when I should tell my parents about wanting to enter the Royal Academy. Unfortunately, right now it doesn't seem to be a good time. The city of Bose was destroyed and occupied by the Empire in the war 10 years ago. However, Mayor Maywell's father, in other words, the previous mayor, took the helm and made extensive efforts to rebuild the city with the help of other merchants like himself. For merchants who generally only care about making a few quick mira, this was the first time in history that so many came together like this. It seems as though it was at this time that Mayor Maybell made the decision to follow in her father's footsteps. Mayor Mabel looks really busy. I hope this incident will be resolved sooner rather than later. After things settle down and we have some free time, Lila and I have promised to go shopping together. Did you end up being able to get to the... Oh wait, no, that's made in the hotel. You wanted to go to the restaurant. According to Mayor Mabel, the missing airliner appears to be the work of the Sky Bandits. If it's a ransom they're after, then it's probably a pretty safe bet to say that my father is still alive. I hope my mother won't be so worried after hearing this. Do you not care? Murano was just asking me about the situation in the Bose market. It appears the effects of the missing airliner incident are farther reaching than I had imagined. And the look on your faces tells me that you found something. You could really tell that just by looking at our faces? Well, we didn't get anything for certain, but we did manage to get a little information. We should be able to give you some sort of a report in the near future. We might just be swinging at empty air on this one, but I'd like you to hold on just a little longer while we see what we can dig up. Sure, I'll be looking forward to seeing what you come up with. Whatever you do, please be careful. I understand what my young employees are trying to say. It appears that I'm old and stuck in my ways. I'm sure I've changed. I'm here to work for myself, and not for the hotel. This manager says we should act only after considering the effects of our actions on the hotel as a whole. Worrying about the entire hotel is supposed to be the manager's job, right? Besides, I'm not here to be an apprentice. Am I wrong for thinking this way? No, not really. I know there's still some serious stuff going down outside, but everything seems fine and dandy in here. All thanks to the manager's policy. Take it easy, because this here is a place to unwind. Things get a little boring sometimes as a result, but hey, I'd rather be in here than out there. The last man to have ever seen an ancient dragon is from Bose. That is why I've come. I suppose the first order of business, as always, is to speak with the locals and see what answers can be found. We live in lawless times, it seems. The violent incidents just keep on coming, one right after the other. I wish it would all stop and just let me live in peace. I actually sent someone to question me about it a little while ago. He asked about my workshop's finances. Guess old Nigel was cooking the books. He sure is. Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna go grab a drink. The Cecilia just departed for ruin. Now all that's left is to get the Lind up and running. It appears that it was found intact, but it seems like it's still under the Army's supervision. Flights are expected to resume once it is returned to the Orbital Ship Corporation. It had its engine removed, didn't it? I hear the Lind is still out of commission. Now maybe a big detour. I wonder if taking the Cecilia to the Royal City is the fastest way to get there. It seems that even though they found the Lind, it's still unable to return to the skies. Considering that the captain, crew, and passengers haven't been found, it's no wonder. The whole thing has made me feel on edge. Now I'm just waiting on the Lind to come back, but it's taking forever. Actually though, what I really want is to get a shot of the Arsail, which belongs to the royal family. Rumor has it that its state-of-the-art design is awesome. Though none have arrived just yet, this is a stop for Imperial merchant ships. They mainly come with goods to be sold at the Bose market, and for that reason there are 2 runways at the landing port. But the only other place with 2 runways is the Royal City in Gransel. We don't have anything to report, do we? So you're headed to the inn on the lakeshore, are you? Well then, all you need to do is follow the New Ansel path by heading south from town. That inn is right there on the shore of Valyria Lake, so you can't miss it. Be careful on your way there. Medium-term ring. So we've got some time to find the ring. Lots of bad tidings these days. Wonder if we should hire some protection for around the restaurant. If anything should happen to one of our customers, we'd be in serious trouble. So, here I am again, eating at this restaurant like always. I feel like that man on the other end is making eyes at me. That's not a bad price per se. Guess it's just not my nature. Well, fine then. How about at this price? Is that better? I've been commissioned by the head chef. I'm going to go to Bow's Market after closing to purchase the necessary ingredients for tomorrow. Now that the airships are running again, I'll finally be able to get my wine shipments delivered. The items were on our order list, yet due to the embargo, we've run out here at Antaros, and that simply won't do. I always think of days long past whenever I visit the Bow's Market. Every time I go, it seems like another son or daughter has inherited the family business. The shopkeepers just keep getting younger. It's quite heartening to see. When I first came here from the capital, I traversed Valyria Lake. During that voyage, I saw a quaint, charming-looking inn along its banks. Ever since, I've wanted to spend a night there. If only I could remember its name. It's like the only one there, and it's directly south of town. My stay here has been unexpectedly prolonged by delays from the airship incident. But when in Rome, right, I fully intend to enjoy my forced vacation time. Gwen's got high hopes. She may yet carve a true niche for herself here at the Antaros. That's the impression I'm getting anyway. The head chef actually let me make the soup recently. First time since I came here. I kept making it and remaking it over and over, and all that time he stayed by my side. Okay. There's really not much good to talk about these days. Maybe I go shopping to keep my mind off all the depressing news. I'm looking for a part-time job now so that I can eat at the Antaros again. I guess the Bow's Market is probably the best place to look. I'm going to get a part-time job too. I can work like nobody's business if it means I can eat more delicious food because of it. That's the spirit. Mina? Isn't there anything you want to be in the future? Sure there is. Really? What is it? Do you really want to know? Of course I do. A wife who's filthy rich. No one else outside. My shop has been gradually getting busier and busier. I've been thinking about hiring somebody, but I always enjoy connecting with the customers face to face. Kind of what got me hung up about hiring anybody else. Today I came shopping with a coupon. How to buy quality goods for cheap. That's one of my passions in life. Alright, now it's time to shop like a budget-minded housewife. I've heard they make all kinds of porcelain in countries to the east of the Republic. I'm sure they'd like to go on a journey in search of these porcelain goods. I'd sure like to go on a journey in search of these porcelain goods someday. I'm pretty sure my father had his reasons for returning to the village. The reason being, he was the one who was looking forward to opening the shop the most. It would be nice if he worried about us for once and showed his mug around here. Sometimes he can be a real jerk. I wonder why I chose him to begin with. Uh-oh. Things are getting bad between these two. My parents don't like me coming here, but I just love the atmosphere of this place. So much so, in fact, that I just can't help sneaking off to come here. It's so boring sitting around the house. I'd rather be at the market any day. I came here to buy the next chapter in the novel series I've been reading, but it's still not in yet. Once I've read the book, I almost never read it again. Anyway, I'm done with this one, so you can have it. Chapter 4. The lady who owns the shop recruited me to work here not that long ago. I wonder if she hired me because I was always putting in my thoughts about her merchandise. My supply of goods is finally back to normal, so now I'm thinking about using this opportunity to expand my selection. I'm not the type to pass on potential profits when they come knocking at my door. Do you have anything new? No. We read the news. We haven't read the... Chapter 1. I stood there, upright in front of the revolving door, scuffing the heels of my boots against the ground. Pulling slightly on the collar of my trench coat, I dropped my chin and gazed at the partial reflection in the curved glass. Aside from my short-cropped hair, I wore a modest-looking, double-breasted leather raincoat and a pair of special-order steel-reinforced boots, both of which at first glance appeared to be the most common of common apparel. Yet they were, in fact, much more than the naked eye could detect. My ordinary, average appearance, it was of just as much importance today as it had been on any other day in times past. Not far off, the sound of footfalls echoed rhythmically like the steady beat of a pendulum swinging back and forth, as the throngs of those coming and going moved quickly along the cobblestone avenue, enveloped and tinged silver by the morning mist. At times, the calling voice of a street peddler disrupted the steady flow, but as soon as the hawking cry faded away, it would resume its course, Each morning that I found myself setting foot in the Imperial City, I also found my surroundings to be unchanged and stained by the same somber tone of grey. Snatching up a magazine from the underarm of a street vendor, I tossed a few mirror into the left hand poised expectantly behind his back. The Imperial Chronicle, the magazine I read so often that even the ink bleeds were familiar. Roughly flipping open its cover, I scanned the headlines along the top of its monochrome pages, and suddenly my breath caught in my throat. At the very bottom of the local news page, I found those letters, the sequence of characters which I had not heard nor seen since the time of that life-changing incident. My eyes instantly gravitated to the spot, and for a time being, remained fixated. Ein Selnate. The very meaning of those letters became lost to my senses as I stood motionless, my gaze fixed on the same line of text, until it all seemed to coalesce into a single blotch of ink. After a few seconds of blank comprehension, my vision settled, and I wrenched my eyes to the beginning of the article. As I began to read, my memories verged on a single point in my past, and then slowly started to run in reverse, heading for that fateful event 3 years prior when this name was first introduced to me. It was on an afternoon all those years ago, on a day not unlike this one, where the capital was overshadowed by its typical gloomy aura. I was a little younger than now, a 22-year-old boy who stood silently in front of the boutique door as usual, double-checking his appearance before lightly treading over to Mick's Imperial Factory. It was on this day that it had been arranged for me to receive a new job from Mick, the shop owner himself. Although he was a drab middle-aged man, I, being the augment enthusiast I was, had found myself as one of his few regular customers. I headed down a dank alleyway, and after passing through a partially rotted wooden gate, I could see the soft glow of flickering orbal light just outside the entrance of the factory, whose structure was halfway below street level. I first began receiving jobs from Mick about the time when dissension began to occur in the society over the 100 Days' War. It was during this period that relations between the Liberal Kingdom and the Empire were at their worst, and the importation of oddments had become almost non-existent. Conspiring with underground elements and planning a smuggling operation, Mick made me out to be his accomplice in crime. The job which I received by his hand was none other than that of the courier. Being nothing more than a commoner in my teens at the time, I met him, and a juvie devoid of any connections in life besides, I naturally jumped at the opportunity without a moment's hesitation. Yet, even after relations with the girl had returned to some degree of normalcy, I realized I was in no mood to give up on my specialty, which focused mainly on the delivery of stolen goods. The reason being, there was no job out there which could bring in the kind of mirror this one did. With an unrefined and inconspicuous appearance, I had countless times before hidden items of various sorts in my hat and trousers and made my way hither and thither between the borders of these neighbouring nations. And though to my delight my wallet had become increasingly laden with a bounty of monetary rewards, I had routinely changed my alias as a precautionary measure. So much, in fact, these false names had built up into quite a list over the last few years. I'd been known as Phil the Frivolous, Rooney the Trickster, and even Chris the Coward. However, Mick had always called me by one name, Toby. This was the identity I used for my initial job, and the one I liked above all the others. And the second one was... he gives him a job, and he gets on a train, or something, going to Liberl, and there was a group of people there who were suspicious but then disappeared. This shop sure has gotten popular quickly. I thought this might happen. It's because the girl here is working so hard. Guess what? Customers have really started pouring in, and business is picking up. I'm sure my fiancé is going to be happy when he hears about this. I hope he'll come back soon. Lots of couples that are living long distance in this game. We have the recipes for both of those. I've decided to stay in Bowls until I can start doing business again with the Orbital factory that was burglarized. That's because the orbments in Liberl are really that fascinating. Then again, all I've done is wait since I've arrived here in Liberl. Oh well, patience is a virtue for merchants in any case. I guess I'll just take my sweet time and wait till things blow over. I wonder if my wife and daughter are feeling a bit insecure right now. Oh, when I think about them dealing with another burglary, I start to feel worried and can't seem to focus on my work. Are you the guy whose wife is missing her ring? The barricades on the roads have been lifted, and though it's only the westward-bound airliner, flights have resumed. Business has started to pick up here again. Alright then, now it's time to get down to work. Hee, I can go shopping all by myself now. Aren't you proud of me? But I still haven't brought anything besides cabbage yet. You know, maybe we should take turns at home thinking about what to do for the side dishes too. Or better yet, maybe it would be best to decide on what to do about side dishes every other day of the week. Missing airliner, and now a string of burglaries. There sure is a lot of disturbing news these days. Luckily for us, Mayor Mabel runs this city. I'm sure she'll do something about it. How am I doing on ingredients? That's fine. 10. Got loads of all of those. Potatoes, got plenty, got plenty, got plenty. Okay. Alright, that does it for talking to people, I think. Actually, we got check the chapel, and then that's it, I think. The mayor has been working into the night, day after day, and now she has these burglaries to deal with. I've got to look out for her health. There sure seems to be a wave of incidents occurring lately. Maybe I should raise my voice to the heavens on behalf of the citizens. O Idios who art in heaven, please bestow thy blessings and thy guidance upon these souls. It's unbelievable to think that normal homes were burglarized too. Maybe I should go visit the victims of these incidents later on. Okay, now we can head off. We're actually way over leveled for these guys now.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Getting plenty of wins up though. Ooh, almost one shot.
Take that.
Oh, he got sealed. That sucks. Difficult to hit. In that case, burn him. Oh, come on, please. Yo, what? You got another turn for free. Okay. apple ice cream. 300 health that heals, which is pretty good. Fresh juice. Heals 300, cures petrify. Ooh. And then they get progressively weaker as you go down. Okay. Just on its own. Let's screw him up then. I don't think I've ever used Stone Hammer before, I don't even know what it looks like. It's very loud. Oh, we've almost got enough bicep to unlock a new quartz slot on someone. These guys, do they take any fizz? They take some fizz. He's got a crit, so go for it. Oh, we got a HP 2 quartz. And that gives us tier out. It gives us another. Ooh, that's big time. Yeah. Okay, so you can't have level 1 and level 2 of the same kind of quartz. Fair enough, I guess. There was something I couldn't equip on someone before, and it didn't make any sense why I couldn't. Yeah, why cannot install 2 of the same type? I don't have that. This isn't 2 of the same type. I can install Deathblow here. It doesn't make any sense. Oh well. That's the way to the tower. We haven't been there yet. I assume we're going to be going there soon, though. So this is the north shore of Lyria Lake, huh? Certainly seems peaceful and quiet around here. The inn doesn't look too shabby either. I stayed here once before when I was in the area on another job. The wine's great, the rooms are nice, pretty much what you'd expect from a place like this. Too bad this isn't a pleasure trip. You mean it's not? I at least intended to toss my cares to the wind for a while. Taking catnaps in a rocking boat by day and filling my belly with food and wine by night. Heaven. This is what a vacation is all about. Come on, everyone. I was just joking. We can enjoy a vacation anytime, but now's the only time we can enjoy taking care of some would-be thieves. Even I, Olivia Lenheim, know enough to get my priorities straight. I don't think this has anything to do with enjoyment or not. Well, whatever. As long as he does his share of the work he's here to do. Let's see if we can find the old man staying here that loves fishing. The guest who said he was who said he saw some suspicious individuals here 2 nights ago, right? Man with pole. Could I ask you something? Wow, he's not responding at all. He must be really into his fishing. So this is what a fishing maniac looks like, huh? They seem like a unique breed. Not as unique as you are, but that's for sure. No one outside? My mother and I come here every year on vacation around this time. It's a tradition in our family. My mother seems to look forward to it every time. I kind of feel bad for my father, though, as he always gets left behind. Okay, that's the tradition too. The Kingfisher Inn in Bose and the Maple Leaf Inn in Zeiss are my favorite places to stay. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Please let me know if you'd like to stay. No, we're good, I think. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Are you all here to stay? Let's see. Yes and no. How should I put it? We're here looking for a certain someone. Is there a guest staying here who loves to fish? Well, pretty much everybody who stays here loves to fish. We heard he was a friend of the old man who stayed here yesterday. You have a clue who that might be? Oh, you're talking about Old Man Kuwano? You're talking about his fishing buddy, then I think you must mean Lloyd. Lloyd? I've heard he's a professional angler who came all the way here from the Royal City. Seems as though he's a member of the Fisherman's Guild there. He sounds like a pretty amazing guy. So you're saying he's that old man fishing out back? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the one you're talking about. You might be able to get his attention if you call his name out really loud. Okay. Anyone home? Excuse me. Are you the man named Lloyd who's from the Royal City? Wow, he's really focused. He's tuned out everything out of his mind but fishing. It looks like this is where my skills come into play. What are you... Just sit back and enjoy. Olivia leaned over and with a smile that left all kinds of things up to interpretation, blew into the man's ear. Oh my goodness! What in the... Who are you kids? Where did you come from? That was a dirty trick to play on him, Olivier. Yeah, that was pretty low. How do you do this evening, good sir? We tried calling up to you a moment ago, but we could see that, like a true professional, your attention was fixed upon your task. You're Lloyd, aren't you? Yes, that's right. But how did you know my name? We heard from a certain old man about you. You have some time you could spare to speak with us? I see. So you heard from Mr. Kuwano, did you? Yeah, I saw that strange pair about 2 nights ago. I knew it. Can we get you to fill us in a little more on the details? Before that, are you all bracers or something? Is this somehow related to some sort of crime? We can't say for sure, but there does appear to be a possibility. Gotcha. In that case, I'll do what I can to help you out. It was the other night when I was out on my fishing on my boat. I was returning to the inn, dead tired after a day of battling it out with this lake's guardian. It had gotten late into the night, and it was about time when everyone at the inn was asleep in their beds. Now hold on a minute. What do you mean by this lake's guardian? I'm glad you asked! The guardian is a giant salmon that swims the murky depths of Valyria Lake. It has been the feared king of the waters among fishing lovers for over a decade. Crap, I shouldn't have asked. It looks like you've thrown a log onto the maniac's fire. Is it really that huge of a fish, like you say? You bet your last mirror it is, and I've been chasing the darn thing for the last 5 years of my life. It comes and goes in different parts of Valyria Lake and changes its feeding spots on a whim. I heard from a buddy of mine that it appeared in these parts, so I came a-running from the Royal City. Huh, now that's what I call passion. I can completely understand where you're coming from. Whenever I find something I like, I stop at nothing until I get a hold of it. For example, a bottle of Grand Chardonnay and such. In your case, steal it is more accurate. How about we get back to our story? So, Lloyd, what happened when you came back from fishing that night? Oh, right. I'd returned the boat and was on my way into the inn, when I saw an odd couple head out onto the road from the grounds behind the building. Onto the road? In the middle of the night? Yep, no doubt about it. They headed out onto the New Ansel path. First I thought they were in a group of people visiting from the city, heading back home. It was way too late for something like that. When I asked at the inn the next day, nobody knew a thing about it. Thought maybe I'd seen a couple ghosts or something then. Ghosts? There are ghosts that come out here? Just so you know, the two I saw were a young couple. They might have been two lost souls who committed a double suicide after not being accepted by those around them. Oh, don't tell me anymore! Oh, brother, a bracer that's afraid of ghosts. The guild is doomed. Not to mention, her habit of always wanting to hear more ghost stories and other bizarre stuff. Now, isn't your being scared attractive in its own right, Estelle? Not sexy, but cute nonetheless. Like a little kitten shivering in the cold. You better watch out, because this little kitten bites. Well, I was just kidding about the ghost part. But the couple did, in fact, seem to be one with a purpose and reason. I say this because the girl was wearing some rather odd clothing. What do you mean by that? I only saw her from behind, so I couldn't say for sure. It looked like to me she was wearing some kind of school uniform, so it's Josette and Kyle again. School uniform? It couldn't be. It wasn't one from the Janus Royal Academy, was it? Wow, you really know your stuff, kid. You betcha. My niece goes there as well. It looked exactly the same as the one she wears. I see. This whole event just got a lot more interesting. It's her! I know it's that lying tomboy for sure! We're finally onto her trail! What, so she's an acquaintance of yours? And while you're at it, tell the two of them not to fret and rush into anything they'll regret later on. They're siblings. If my mind isn't failing me, I could have sworn they said something about coming again tonight. Is that true? Yep. We'll meet back here in 2 days, is what the young man said. His tone seemed rather serious, so I couldn't help but think on it. Well, that's understandable. We appreciate the valuable information. Just leave the rest up to us. We won't let them get into any more trouble than they already are. Oh, I see. That's a relief to hear. I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders now. Now that is off my chest, I feel like taking a boat out and fishing again. Well, there's no time to lose. I'll leave you young'uns to your work. Man, I don't even measure up when it comes to that fishing nut. You mentioned something about a fisherman's guild, too. I wonder what kind of group that is. So, how is this couple involved with the missing airliner incident exactly? You don't mind telling me, that is. Well, in a nutshell. Uh-huh, I see. That seems to be the person in question, all right. It means that tonight is the night, huh? Yeah. Looks like we should probably get a room, just in case. Gonna be in for a late night tonight. All right, let's go ask the receptionist about a room. Let's also save quickly. Will you be staying here with us tonight? Yeah, that's the plan. Hold on, Estelle. If there's anything that we haven't taken care of, we'd better do it now. I don't want to head back to Beau's after we've gotten a room. I guess you're right. I think we're okay. Alright then. Please come with me. I'll show you to your room. This is where you will be staying. I will leave you here, so please relax until dinner is served. This is quite a nice room. It has a certain atmosphere that you just don't find back in the city. Yeah, it's great, huh? It wasn't that expensive either. What to do now? How about we relax until it gets dark? What a nice idea. I'd be more than happy to do just that, but is it really okay to take it easy? Rest when you can. That's part of a bracer's job too. This is our free time, so let's enjoy a meal, take a stroll, or something else. We're gonna get a little hot-to-hot. Wow, what a picturesque view. The entire lake looks like it's glowing. Too bad we can't see the royal city or the opposite shore because of the haze. But from here, it's easy to tell that this is the biggest lake in the kingdom. This lake is like a fisher's dream come true. I bet it'd be a blast to throw a line in those waters. And how about it? Might be a nice change of pace for you. Yeah, maybe I will. What are you gonna do, Joshua? Me? Let's see. There's a book I've been meaning to read, so maybe I'll just sit in that chair and relax. How old are you again? Only geezers talk about sitting back and relaxing. Young boys are supposed to get out and move their bodies. I'll leave that part to you. Sometimes you can be such a drag. Oh well, I should hurry up and decide on a fishing spot. Are we gonna get a fishing minigame? Somewhere around that pier looks like it might be a lucky spot for bites. We're on our own. I can't interact with anything. I'm gonna come over here. No. I've got some good fishing today, so please look forward to your meals. Scarazard and Olivier are having a drink of chilled fruit wine together. Yara, should you start drinking again when it's only noon? No matter how light the liquor is, drinking too much is bad for your health, right? Don't worry, this stuff is just like water. Still, sometimes we all need to take a breather. I understand you're concerned for Scara, but you can leave her to me. Actually, Scara's not the one I'm concerned about. By the way, Estelle, what happened to Joshua? Did he dump you or something? Yeah, actually he did. Really? I invited him to come fishing with me, but he brushed me off for a book. Don't you think that's a little cold-hearted? What, that's it? You had me going there for a minute. I guess you've liked fishing ever since you were a kid, haven't you, Estelle? Even though it's usually a hobby for boys. It shouldn't matter if I'm a boy or not. I like the things I like. I invited Scara for a friendly drink, and she readily agreed. Seems as though she's finally been taken in by my charm. That brash self-confidence may cost you your life. People come here to enjoy fishing. If you'd like to borrow a fishing pole, we can loan you one. So all you need to do is ask. Yeah, give me one. Do I have to take one from here? No? Aren't you going to fish? That pier looks like a nice spot. How about you try too, Joshua? You're not so bad yourself, you know. Just not as good as you. I think I'll just sit here and watch it if all the fishing practice is paid off. Now we can go. Yes! This looks good. Definitely the best spot. Hehe. Now let's see about casting a few lines. Crap! I don't have a fishing pole. I wonder if somebody at the inn has a spare I can borrow. Okay. Do you have a fishing pole I could borrow? Yes, of course we do. They're right over here, and they're free to use for anybody lodging here. Wow, really? Score! Progressive rod. This is a pretty nice rod to be loaning out to everyone. Alright then, I'll put it to good use. Please, enjoy yourself. Let me see, are there any particular fishing spots I should be aware of? Well, there's a small island close by where you can catch a lot of fish. I'd say that around the pier is the most highly recommended spot. The lake bed has quite a few hiding spots there for the fish, so there are a lot of them swimming around in that area. Okay. Yes, this looks good. Okay. Let's see. From this pier, which would be the best place to drop a line? To the west around the pier, to the south where the sun is hitting the water, to the east where the shade reaches. Just around the pier is fine, I guess. Right around here looks nice. Come on, fishy fishy fishes. Now what should I do about bait? Use a lure, use live bait, use a fly, use live bait. Alright, let's sit back and relax and see what we come up with. Sweet, I got a bite! Now this is the critical part. How should I bring it up? Reel it in all at once. Wait until wait a bit before reeling it in. Wait until it gets tired before reeling it in. Alright, let's see what we got. Laberle carp. This one is just my warm-up. Let's see. What do I do now? Okay, let's change fishing spot. Where the shade reaches. Use a fly. Got a bite? Rainbow trout. Now this is quite a catch. We'll try all 3 fishing spots. Use a lure. Reel it in all at once. Holy boots. Curse you, holy boots. This victory is yours. Don't change. More boots. Okay. Only boots there. Does it even matter what baits you pick or how you reel it in? Smelt. What a little fishy. Josh is gonna make fun of me if he sees this. Should I just eat it now to hide the evidence? Another smelt. Okay, well, let's use all 3 types of bait at all 3 fishing spots. Another trout. Does the way you reel it in change what kind of fish you get? Labelle carp. This one is just my warm-up. Opt to fish all 10 times. We got a achievement for it. Man, it's already starting to get dark. I guess I ended up with a pretty good catch after all. Check this out, Joshua. Look what I caught. Huh? Joshua? What's this? The book 100 Days War seems to have been left on the table. Estelle picked it up. I wonder if Joshua just forgot this. For being so sharp, he sure can miss things sometimes. I guess I'll just have to take it to him myself. Then again, I wonder where he could have taken off to. Is he off brooding somewhere? Can we read the book? We can. 100 Days War. Outbreak of War. In spring 1192 of the Septian calendar, a single cannon shot shook the Hucken Gate, situated in the northern part of the Labelle Kingdom. This marked the beginning of an invasion later known as the 100 Days War, and the moment in which the raging Golden Stallion assailed the noble White Falcon. During this time, the Hucken Gate was little more than a reinforced medieval rampart. It easily succumbed to the round fired by one of the Empire's Rhineford company-built orbital tanks, leaving a section of the aged barrier fractured beyond repair. And as the Labelle Kingdom's other defensive walls were hit in succession by a fusillade of cannonballs, they too fell under the explosive impact and were reduced to a mountain of rubble. Declaration of War. At about the same time that the first cannon shot was fired, a single letter from the Erebonian embassy located in the royal city was delivered to Queen Alicia. More specifically, it was a writ containing a declaration of war by the Erebonian Empire upon the Labelle Kingdom. In terms of diplomatic wisdom, the propriety of the declaration was established by being handled prior to the preemptive strike. But in this instance, there was hardly a difference in time between when the two occurred. In short, firing the first shot at the exact moment war was declared on the Labelle Kingdom made it possible for the Erebonian Empire to guise their preemptive strike as one of legitimacy when the first bombshell hit. This could be referred to as a new diplomatic war tactic, though one incapable of being employed without a meticulous level of planning used in concert with an orbital communication system. Blitz tactics. After the destruction of the Hucken Gate, the Imperial Army began its invasion of Labelle in earnest. Overall, its troop strength was made up of 13 divisional units. This proved to be roughly half of the Empire's entire military force, and was such a massive deployment that it exceeded 3 times of that of Labelle's entire royal army. Within a month after the outbreak of war, the Imperial Army had occupied nearly all of the Labelle territory. Only the Grancel region and Leiston Fortress, situated just off the shore of Valyria Lake, remained in opposition. So rapidly were these blitz tactics carried out that even the Calvard Republic, an ally of the Labelle Kingdom and longtime rival of the Erebonian Empire, never had the opportunity to dispatch auxiliary forces to aid its partner. However, in a following attempt by the Imperial Army to take direct control over the Zeiss Central Factory and Malga Mine, they instead found themselves on the verge of being forced to surrender to Queen Alicia, who remained entrenched within the royal city. Staging a counterattack. 2 months following the outbreak of war, the battle situation was altered in a way which no one could have previously anticipated. Unbeknownst to the Erebonian army, 3 patrol ships were quietly being developed behind the walls of Leiston Fortress. Upon completion, they were put under direction of veteran commander General Morgan, and a large-scale counterattack was launched. These patrol ships, shielded by armor far superior to the tanks of their Imperial counterparts, and mounted with a substantial amount of high-performance orbital weaponry, had also managed to boost their speed to over 1800 selge per hour. Using these crafts, an independent mobile force lauded as the elite of the elite, Labelle's forces mounted an attack and quickly recaptured the checkpoints connecting the various regions. And as this strike was underway, they simultaneously launched an amphibious attack from Leiston Fortress, and one by one defeated the remaining isolated Imperial divisions. End of hostilities. After just 3 months following the outbreak of war, the larger part of the Imperial Army's remaining divisions finally surrendered. However, as capitulation was at hand, there were indications of a surge of further reinforcements from the Imperial homeland, a move which galvanized other continental nations to follow suit and join the Calvard Republic in supporting Labelle. Together, they lambasted the Empire, and a formidable group of allied forces began to materialize. This is feeling sort of relevant to current events. Amidst all the chaos, the Septian Church, in cooperation with the Bracer Guild, called for an armistice, and approximately 100 days from the start of the war, the hostilities came to an end. In the following year of 1193, in the Herb Royal Villa on the outskirts of the royal city, a peace treaty was signed by both the Labelle and Erebonian sides. Although no indemnification was made, An official apology was offered up by the imperial government as they expressed that they had made a grievous error attributed to a tragic incident occurring within their borders. So we don't get the motivation. Their motivation for invading was not simply a land grab, was it? Yeah, he's brooding. Hey there, laddie. What are you doing, whitlowing the evening in a place like this? Haha, not much. How about yourself? Are you done fishing, or are you heading back to battle? Nope, I've already had my fill. It sure has been a while since I did, though. Oh, that reminds me. How about the book she found on the table? You said you were going to read, but you ended up leaving your book on the table. Be more careful with your stuff. Oh, that. I actually finished reading it. My eyes were starting to feel a bit tired, so I thought I'd take a walk for a change. Liar. What? You're hiding your feelings again, aren't you? I can tell that's what you're doing. Yep. And besides, that's not really fair. You always find a way to cheer me up when I'm feeling down. And while I may not be as reliable as Dad, I can still give you a shoulder to lean on. Sorry. It's times like this when you should say thank you and not apologize. You may be smart, Joshua, but sometimes you don't seem to know what's most important. Huh, you're probably right. Thanks, Estelle. Very good. Now that wasn't too bad, was it? Oh, right! And in return, how about you play me a song on your harmonica? As you wish. Is The Whereabouts of Light good for you? Yep, that's the one I wanted to hear. I wonder why it is, but when I hear the sound of your harmonica in the evening light like this, it makes me want to cry. Come on, these two are... Ugh. I mean, they've been doing it since the start of the game, but they're clearly setting up these two as romantic interests, right? Even though they're brother and sister. But adopted, but still. So you're still not going to ask? About my past, I mean. Oh, so she's never asked for lack of curiosity. She's never asked out of, I guess, concern or respect, or respecting his privacy. And Josh is wondering why she's never asked. We promised, remember? You were going to tell me when you felt like it, and I wasn't going to ask, right? Okay. And considering that 5 years have passed, it doesn't seem like such a big deal anymore. Yeah, it has been 5 years, hasn't it? How can you just live with me for that long and not have a million questions? That day, your father came home with this beat-up kid. Some random stranger who never says a word about his past. Why'd you take him in like that? Well, it seemed like the obvious thing to do. Besides, you're family now, Joshua. And like I said before, I know you pretty well. You love books, you're a weapons geek, and you've got a serious knack for just about anything that comes your way. You're kind and fair, but you've also got a way of not letting others inside by using politeness like a shield. Now wait a minute. And you're caring and lonely. Of course, I don't know everything about your past. If you want to make comparisons, I don't know a whole lot about Dad's past either. But it doesn't mean that he and I aren't family, right? Being a family for us has more to do with me knowing his personality. His habits, the food he likes. You know, the kinds of things that only I would know firsthand. And you're no different, Joshua. You make it nearly impossible to argue with you. You know that? It's been like that since the first time we met. You gave me that flying kick to the gut as I was lying in bed. Wounded, I might add. Um, did I really do that? Yeah, injured and all. More than once. I'm sure it was just a bit of childish play. Blame Dad for my lack of social graces. Yeah, sure. Nice excuse. But anyway, Estelle. What? Let's make sure we solve this whole airliner mystery. I don't know if Dad's been captured or anything. Let's resolve this with our own hands. Sure. That's exactly what I intend to do. How about we head back to the inn? I'm sure supper is ready by now. Great idea. I'm starving. We need to eat our fill so we're ready for tonight. Those boots that we got, is that actually equipment? They are as well. Fence 1. Move +3? Often the catch of the day at fishing spots. Light and airy. +3 move. That's pretty crazy. The others give +2. Or +1, rather. That might be worth it. Sometimes, at least. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's your book, Joshua. Oh, right. I'm actually done with it. And at this point, it'll just end up being bulk weight. I wonder what I should do with it. Can I read it? It looks like a pretty difficult book, but do you think if I spent some time with it, I'd understand? I'm sure you'd be fine. There's already a lot of stuff you know in there anyway. Do you want to take a stab at it, Estelle? Sure, I'll give it a shot. I already read it, but whatever. We'll keep it on us. The two of them certainly drank a lot. I'm gonna have to put in another order to Revenue Village for some fruit wine. Oh, goodness. Help a fellow out. I'm begging you. I can't take another drink. Ah, I think I've just reconsidered my opinion of you, Olivier. It's pretty rare for anyone to still be conscious after a night of wine with Scara. Well, didn't the two of you come at a good time? How about having a drink together? You're both good for that, right? We're 16. We're going to eat dinner now, so the answer is no. Come on, you two. When I say let's drink, we drink. You're gonna make me very angry if you don't sit down for a glass with me. Oh great, she's already reached stage 2, rage mode. Don't worry, Scara. Olivia said he's good for another couple rounds. How about having him keep you company? What, so you can still drink more, can you? Just Joshua, how can you just give me to her like that? I can't. Don't you feel sorry for the poor guy? I don't know. Could I? You're like a little demon. And cute at the same time, too. At least the fish are polite here. I guess you'll be just fine. How about we sit at the counter? I'd hate to bother the two of them. Right, good idea. Please, Scara, I'm pleading with you. You and the fish. Don't pour me another glass. Oh, he is totally plastered. It looks like even a guy who takes his sweet time for everything couldn't stand up to a drunken Scara. Oh wow, what a night of drinking. I've been so busy lately, I haven't been able to enjoy myself like this for a while. And you're not even red in the face either from all that alcohol. You sure you haven't had some kind of special training, Scara? It could have been all the bizarre liquors I drank while I was in the troop. You know, like the ones with scorpions and asps in them. I might have built up my resistance that way, but who knows? Somehow, I don't think that's the case. By the way, what do you plan on doing with him? He's pretty much useless as he is. Let's just let him sleep. He looks so peaceful now, and we wouldn't want to disturb him. There's a very high possibility that we'll have a direct encounter with the Sky Bandits tonight. Getting a civilian wrapped up in the middle of it all wouldn't be a good idea. Don't tell me, you. You got Olivier drunk so he wouldn't be able to come along, didn't you? Well... Of course I did. And he'll thank me in the long run, too. After his raging hangover, anyway. And so the whole time, you were just toying with him, weren't you? Let's see. It's getting late. Let's hurry and begin our stakeout around the inn. Don't skirt around the issue, Scara. Got you. Even for the time being, we're going to circle up to the far pier. Understood. Alright then, let's go! And we got a heal. Nice. Scara, please. I can't take another. Lloyd is staring at an open map. It appears to be a map of Valeria Lake. There are hardly any structures on the west side, and I didn't get many bites either. And all I'm getting on the east side are small-sized fish. The Guardian probably won't appear in either of these two places. Guess the best thing I can do is continue fishing from the shore. I'm gonna catch the Guardian this time for sure. My mother seems to be enjoying the atmosphere. I was the first person to recommend this inn to my mother. Now she invites me to come with her every year. Good evening. Seeing another group of lodgers is something I enjoy. I'd love to keep company with you if that would be alright. Are you going out? If you're going to fish at night, you're going to need an orbment light or you won't be able to see. That gentleman with you seems to have drunk a lot. Is he going to be alright? If you would like, I can bring you some water. Going up here then, are we? I don't see anyone. I don't know what kind of business those siblings could have here, but do you think they'll really show up? There's no guarantee, of course, but if Lloyd's information has any truth to it, my best guess is that they'll be here. However, if we move around too much, there's the possibility we'll be seen and they'll take off. As the Skybanners are supposed to come to the road, it might be a good idea to watch the area. Right, so where should we watch from? We need a place where we can see the road without being noticed ourselves. A place like that would be ideal. How about the balcony of the inn? Hey, what's that? Well, looks like we're out a little early, huh? Yeah, it seems that way. You know, if this were the middle of the day, we could have gotten ourselves a bite to eat on the way. Quit talking nonsense. We're outlaws, remember? Let's hurry up and get moving. Wait for me, Kyle! I should have known it'd be them. Looks like they're headed for the far pier. Wonder what they intend to do. Shall we take a look and find out? Let's try to get as close as we can without being noticed. I should have figured they wouldn't be here yet. They always come exactly on time. I really hate those guys. They act like they're so superior. To be honest, they're kind of scary. No doubt about that. They're quite a clandestine bunch. There's not much we can do about it. This is an order from Dawn. This seems to be a good place. Yeah, we can hear every word they're saying, too. Hey, Kyle. Don't you think Dawn's been acting a bit strange recently? It's just not like him, if you ask me. You know, the whole hijacking airliners thing. Well, I admit it was lucrative. Now I've got the army clamping down on us full scale. Not to mention those annoying bracers now involved. He's gone and taken hostages and demanded a ransom in return. No matter how I think about it, it seems like Dawn has gone way overboard this time. In the end, you'll always be just a girl. Deep down, you're just not cut out to run with the bad crowd. Excuse me? Okay, maybe not the best wording, but I meant it as a compliment. Things are getting too rough for you. You're always welcome to try salvaging a life back home. Shouldn't be too hard to get by as long as you don't set your sights too high. Although, admittedly, it is a bit colder than Liberl. Do you think you could just treat me like a kid and I'm not gonna get angry? Like to see you get by without me, what with your crap cooking and all. Not to mention the laundry. She does the cooking and cleaning. Come on, guys. Do you really want to go back to burnt toast and turning your underwear inside out? Okay. I see your point, and I really am sick of toast, burnt or otherwise. But anyway, think about what I said before it gets too... Think about what I said before it gets too late to back out. Now, getting back to what you said earlier, I do have to agree that Dawn has been acting pretty weird. Does he expect us to just keep fishing for ransom? We should take what we can get. I'd like to believe that Dawn is smart enough to see that. Don't you think he just started acting strange about the time that guy showed up? That's the only thing I can think of as to why he started acting like this. Yeah, he was the one who introduced us to those other guys, too. He might have even gotten Dawn to buy into his ideas. Who is that guy and he? That's certainly a good question. Huh? What's that over there? That's what? Looks like whoever it was they were waiting for finally showed up. Looks like you made it. On time as usual, huh? You could have come a little early for a change. Or even late. Definitely not my type, that's for sure. Say what you will, but we're trained to be punctual. Now, if that displeases you, then let me offer my sincerest apology. Relax, I was just being sarcastic. Now I know you guys are definitely not the type I want to be around. Enough already, we don't have time for that. Now, how about we get down to business? Have been any other developments since last time? Yes, in fact, Her Majesty has finally made a move. Oh, these are the... this is the spy. This is the mole in the army. Or they're someone reporting for them. She intends to contribute to the ransom from her own assets. Seriously? We're gonna get paid out of the Queen's own pocket? I guess we're pretty close to getting the money then, right? How about the Royal Army? Is there any indication that they've figured out where our hideout is? Not yet, but it's only a matter of time until they do. We received reports that members of the Bracer Guild are on the move as well. At any rate, on the morning of the payoff, you'll need to leave your hideout behind. Yeah, no problem there. We just happened to run into the temporary shelter by chance. Don shouldn't have any regrets about it either. There are way too many suspicious types involved in this. What do you want to do, Scara? Should we just storm in? Shoot them all, let Ideal sort them out? I've got a much better idea. A better idea? These two siblings appearing here means that the Sky Bandit's airship is parked somewhere nearby. Not much we could do if they got away again, so how about we try taking that out first? I see. Take away their means of escape, right? I'm down for that. How about you, Joshua? Joshua? Oh, right. Take out the airship first, right? Yeah, I think it's a good idea, too. What's wrong? Your face looks really tense all of a sudden. It's nothing. Yeah, I'm sure it's just my mind playing tricks on me. Oh, he recognizes one of the soldiers. All these guys must be Erebonian, right? We don't have much time. We've got to get out on the road and start looking for that airship before they finish their meeting. Let's go! What happens if we just... Let me save quick. Yeah, fair enough. I didn't think that would let us run in and ruin everything. The party took to the road in search of the location of the airship, and... So they're parked in front of the Amberl Tower, huh? This is definitely the perfect place to land since it's off the main road. Isn't the Amberl Tower supposed to be just like the Esmolast Tower? Yes, it's one of the ancient ruins referred to as a tetracyclic tower. Do what you want to do. So what do you want to do, Scara? Should we subdue them? That's one way to go about things. There's more than double their numbers since the last time we encountered them. Don't worry, even with twice as many guys, they're no match for us. So how about we take them on all at once? I don't know if that's the best way to go about things. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Ollie! Keep it down. I gotta hear you. Well, isn't this a surprise? Can't believe you're standing here after the state you were in before. Your tolerance is impressive. Who do you think you're talking to? Rather than miss a minute of your fair company, I dutifully puked my guts up and dumped a bucket of cold water over my head. Voila, I was good to go. I don't know about that. I think you hear your liver screaming somewhere in there. That's some serious tenacity. Come on, I couldn't let you enjoy the fun yourselves, right? I had just come out of the inn when I saw you guys hit the road, so I came running from behind to catch up with you. I guess I went a little too easy on you. Maybe I should have had you down all that brandy at once. You'd have put me to sleep for good if you'd done that, Scarab. But anyway, fighting the Skybenders here would lack finesse, don't you think? I don't think that's the issue here. No, I'm serious. Even if you subdued them all and managed to arrest the two siblings, there's still a chance they won't tell you where their hideout is. They might even use the hostages as leverage to demand their release. Well, there's a risk involved with whatever course of action we take. But you have a good plan on how we can avoid taking such a risk. Ha! Boy, do I ever. Listen up, everyone. Okay. If you blow in my ear, I'm seriously gonna punch your lights out. Are we gonna sneak on board the ship and then have them take us straight to their hideout? Hiya, Gisette. It's good to see you made it back. I didn't think you'd be gone so long. So, the talks took longer than expected, huh? Yeah, we're nearing an end with our negotiations. We also managed to get a great deal of information about what's going on with the Royal Army. So, what you're saying is... yeah, we'll be getting the ransom money within a few days. We'll finally be one step closer to making our dream a reality. We did it! Sweet! Cool it down, guys. It's a little too early to be getting excited yet. For the moment, we need to get back to the hideout and report to Dawn. Alright, everyone. Pack up and let's get out of here. Roger that. Temperature outside is 69.8 degrees with 15% humidity. There's a south-southwest wind blowing at a speed of 12 RH. There are no orbital reactions in the surrounding area. Looks like the army isn't patrolling here. Activate the orbital engine and begin transmitting orbital energy to each section of the airship. Aye aye, sir. Orbital engine activated. Transmission of orbital energy to all sections underway. Orbital floater started. Orbital driver started. Stabilizers all green. Alright. Liftoff! Aye aye, sir. Set the drive rate to 40% and maintain cruising speed. However, make sure we can switch to battle speed at any time. Aye, sir. Looks like we'll make it back before morning. Yeah. I'm ready for some serious shut-eye myself, but I've got to report to Dawn first. Huh? Did you just hear something? No, I didn't hear anything. That's odd. I could have sworn it came from below deck. Maybe it's just a mouse or something. I'll have to clean up the place when I can find some free time. There I am, Gary, there I am! Oh, it's in the Nebo Valley, huh? Ah, it's up here, where we couldn't get to before. Ugh, boy, am I tired. Ever since we came here, my night and day have been completely reversed. We've just gotta tough things out a little longer, then we can say goodbye to this horrible life. With Don Azalea, we can't go wrong. But don't you think Don's been acting a little strange lately? I mean, he's kind of scary to talk to these days. How about you knock that crap off? Kyle just said heard you talking like that, they'd beat you upside the head. But it's just that... I'm sure you're just tired from lack of sleep. Let's hurry and finish up here and get some rest. You're welcome to take a rest now if you'd like. Ah! You're those... You're too late. Let's bash them good. They got a lot of health this time. Joshua, please, bro, please. Oh, that didn't do much. Ow, that hurt as well.
Take that. Enjoy the show.
Wow, that was worth a lot of experience. Phew. Looks like we were able to get in here without any trouble. I'm amazed that this little plan actually worked. I guess we all have you to thank this time. Seriously, I was getting pretty nervous. I wasn't sure what we were going to do if we got caught stowing away. Well, even if we were discovered, we'd just have to take control of the airship. We would have had an advantage fighting against this lot in those tight quarters. Superior's numbers doing nothing without space to maneuver in. Olivier, so you thought that far ahead, taking all of these factors into account, huh? Not in a million years. Are you kidding? I simply thought it would be fun to infiltrate an enemy base. I think we would have been better off if you said nothing at all. Give the poor guy a break. At least we were able to get in here without incident. Anyway, this looks like somewhere in the Nebel Valley. Nebel Valley? Like the one on the border of Bose and Roland? Well, that explains why it's so misty outside. And this is definitely terrain covered with extreme differences in height, which prevent the landing of any large aircraft. Looks like your guess was right, Scarab. Yeah, well, it didn't seem to help us much getting in here. But anyhow, we don't have time to be hanging around here. We need to subdue the Sky Bandits and ensure the safety of the hostages being held captive. And of course your father, Cassius, too. Right! Understood. Landed by the Amber Tower. I wonder, probably gotta find the ring somewhere in here. Right? And we can go back on the ship. I noticed there was a rest point inside. I'll give it a good once-over as well, not that I expect to find anything. Okay. We got monsters in here. Empty rooms? What is this ruin anyway? It's really not something that the bandits have built. These are the rats. Wow, there's a lot of them. Gold rat. Shiny, golden, nocturnal monster. Attacks by using poison-filled glands on its feet. And we've also got Elder Owl. An aggressive avian monster that circles mountainous regions in search of prey. No! I pressed... Ah, oh, damn it. I thought I was cancelling. Shit. Well, we want to try and hit as many as we can here.
Come on!
Damn it, I knocked them out of range. Wow, we're kind of whacking them pretty hard. Heals 1,000 health. Holy crap.
Take that!
Miss Loser.
Enjoy the show.
Yo, we're getting absolutely tons of experience. And loads of Sepith as well. How's our health? Pretty good. Joshua took a little damage, but not a lot. More empty rooms. That's really sus. Gotta check everywhere. Huh. Scorpion. That sounds like a weapon. It's a whip. The chest is already empty, Double Dipper. EP charge, interesting. That's gonna be useful. The chest is empty. Makes you want to cry, doesn't it? This place is a maze. Jeweled ring, there it is. Chest is empty. How tragic. An expensive ring fitted with an incandescent gem. Defense +2, but I'm assuming that's the ring we're looking for, right? This is a dead end. The voices of some men can be heard. Sounds like some of the grunts. Shall we rush the room? Not yet. Hold on a second. I can hear someone talking on the other side of the door. Sounds like some of the grunts. Let's take care of them before we move on, so there are no surprises behind us later. Okay, we're forcing it then. Huh? Oh! You guys new around here? Like in your freaking dreams. Are these guys for real? But if you're not new here, then who are you? What? Are you supposed to be intruders? Bingo! We're with the Bracer Guild. I think it would be best if you surrendered. Forget that! We won't give up without a fight. Misses. Miss. He hits. They'll buff us.
Come on.
In at 3, but looks like 4 is the max here. Wow. Let's hit it here so that the others don't get knocked out of Scar's cast. Alright, we don't have anyone we can hit. Oh, for fuck's sake, Joshua! Uh-oh. $550 HP and heals poison. And he petrified one as well. Awesome.
Let me show you the true essence of beauty.
Boom shakalaka. Holy fuck. Just wiped them all out in one hit.
Enjoy the show.
Might have been good to save that. Oh, so much fire, Sepith. I'm loving it. Alright, now where are the hostages? You don't start talking, there are gonna be some serious consequences involving a whip. Do what you want with us. We're not gonna talk. Oh, is that so? Let me handle this, Estelle. Sure. Can't say I didn't warn you guys. Oh! Honestly, I'm being quite gentle with you. Don't think for a second that you're allowed to pass out yet. But if you start talking, maybe I'll be kind enough to let you. Yikes! They're down below. Some of our crew are guarding them. Very good. Now, where are your leaders? Kyle and Josette, right? Forget it, lady! Do your worst! No one will tell you where they are! So, the hostages are one thing, but you're not going to sell out your bosses, huh? I guess there's only one thing left to do. Holy Stragus, Scared is as unforgiving as ever. This? No, I've been far more unforgiving. Any messages would be thrilled to make your acquaintance, Scarab. And my wit would be thrilled to make yours. Maybe some other time. Looks like the hostages are being held down below. Let's hurry. Okay. Basically full. What the hell is that? Mad Tree. A plant monster from the mountains. Slows prey's movements with mud, weak against fire.
Come on!
Holy crap! Did a lot of damage.
Take that! Take!
That morale boost was crazy. Morale seems to actually be a pretty good skill. Maybe I shouldn't have used that. I need... She needs EP for Aerial.
Come on!
I need to build up his CP back up.
Take that! Enjoy the show.
Okay. Getting somewhere. Anyone have a clue what this place is? It's way too big for these bandits to have built, and it seems pretty ancient. It almost feels like a stronghold of some sort, and I agree, this place is pretty old. I wonder if people used hidden forts like this one as hideouts back then. As far as I've heard, the turmoil following the Great Collapse continued on for several hundred years, so it doesn't seem that strange to me that something like this is still around. Great Collapse? Collapse of the ancient Sumerian civilization, which existed more than 1,200 years ago. Those are the guys who built the towers, right? It said that a huge natural catastrophe wiped them out. Oh, you mean like Professor Alba said before? I tell you what though, for being a place this hard to find, someone's got some seriously bad taste in hideouts. Not to mention there are all sorts of monsters lurking around in here too. I wonder if this is how all men like to live. Skara? Just what kind of men are you hanging out with? Strega Ah. Chest has nothing left to offer you. Ah, it's the same as what we got right here, which is defense 10. Okay. Defense 7, move 1. Defense 7, move 1. Defense 8, move 1. Let's give it to Josh. Oh, come on, bro. You're killing me here.
Take that.
What? He must have resistant, like, high agility or something. You attack that. Oh god.
Seems you came up short.
What have I got? He's 350 health down, so have some ice cream. And the others are not that low, so we're good, I think. So we just were. All these empty rooms. Okay, 3 ways. What's this? Looks like a vacuum cleaner. I'm guessing it's an orbital vacuum. Looks like the newest model, so it's probably stolen. Interesting. Huh? What's this? There's something stuffed inside. Black notebook. A notebook? Yep, that's what it looks like to me. What's something like this doing inside a vacuum? It's probably something important. Let's hold on to it just in case. Yeah, good idea. Can we read it? Recipe book, monster guide. No, it's not here. Here it is, black notebook. We can't use it. Nonsensical rows of numbers are written inside. Bear assault. Is that a weapon? There it is. 88 to 103. Huge upgrade. Strength 35. A large caliber hunting gun made by the Verne Corporation. The chest is empty because you emptied it. Funny how that works, no? Turn around.
Come on.
God, Olivier is so much EP, it's insane!
Piece of cake.
And we're still getting crazy amounts of experience, too. What level are these guys? 15? 13? 14? It's this way. Strength up, huh? Come on, bro. Don't miss. Nice one. That's what I want to see. That's not what I want to see. Come on! Stop fucking with me, please. There's gotta be a boss fight coming up soon, right? Still lost quite a bit of health there. I don't want to use my items too much because I might need them during battle as well. It's probably best to use the weaker items first, right? There we go.
Come on.
Oh, it heals. It heals when it attacks. That's real bad. Okay, we need to get rid of this.
Alright, we're good to go.
Okay, Scare is a little bit hurt. Might as well just use tier bombs, right? 200 HP isn't that much at this stage. Am I going the right way? I'm getting lost. Oh yeah, okay, we got another way in these fights. Hang on. Right, that's where we were. Okay, now I'm reoriented. There's nothing here. Rush in. Who are you guys supposed to be? Racers? How'd you get in here? Looks like the hostages are being held in the room just beyond here. I think it's time you surrendered quietly, or else. Don't kid yourself. Let's get him! Still can't hit any of them from here. Go on then, clock up yourself. Let them all come. Okay, stone impact works like that. You can hit 3 here. Oh, now 4, now 5, now maybe all of them.
Come on.
Take!
Hey away! Wrecked him!
99 shots.
Are we gonna get another level soon? Scary's gonna level up in a little bit. What's going on out there? It seems just a bit loud for just an internal squabble. Is everyone alright? Oh, and of course Cassius is not here. We're with the Bracer Guild, and we've come to rescue you. Seriously? We're saved? We've taken care of the guards, so you don't need to worry about anything for the moment. Really? We're being saved? I'm Grant, captain of the airliner Lind. I don't know how to express my gratitude for what you've done here for us today. You can thank us after we've gotten you out of here. By the way... Huh? It doesn't look like he's here. Ooh. Are these all the hostages? Yes, that's correct. This is everybody who was on the Lind, including crew and passengers. That can't be right. Wasn't there a man by the name of Cassius Bright on this flight? He's a member of the Bracer Guild. Cassius Bright. I do seem to remember hearing that name somewhere. Captain, isn't he that passenger? You know, the one who got off right before we left. Right, now that you mention it, there was one passenger who did get off. But what do you mean? Well, there was this one passenger who disembarked the airliner right before we took off. A man who had been on board since the Royal City, and he did seem to have such a name if I remember correctly. What? But his name was on the passenger list. Well, since he got off right before he departed, there wasn't any time to document the changes. This would have been handled had we arrived in Roland, but we were attacked by the Sky Bandits en route, and things were left as they were. Huh? So that's what happened, huh? I thought it would have been awfully strange if Dad had been captured by the Sky Bandits. Well, looks like our question has finally been answered. How ironic. Now wait a minute! Then just what is Dad doing? There's something this big going on, why hasn't he contacted us? Calm down, Estelle. I know you're as curious to know as I am, but thinking about it now isn't going to get us anywhere. Our focus needs to be on securing the safety of the hostages. Okay, you're right. I guess I'll just have to forget about it for now. Listen up, everyone. We are now going to go after the Sky Bandit leaders and arrest them. I know how you all must feel, but I need you to sit tight a little longer. We'll be waiting here. Good luck. If that's the case, we're prepared for the worst. Our lives are in your hands. In other words, don't let us down. Leave everything to us! Ooh, so many people to talk to. All things considered, I'm surprised you were able to find and get in this place. Being a bracer must be a tough occupation, huh? Now I'll finally be able to get back to my travels. Being stuck here has put a real kink in my plans. Those Sky Bandits ripped off everything I bought at the Ghost Market. Make sure to get my stuff back, bracers! Thanks for coming to our rescue, bracers. Now I'll finally be able to return home. Man, I thought this was the end of us for sure. There's something just not right about the look in that Sky Bandit boss's eyes. Oh, is the boss being corrupted somehow? Thank you for saving us. All of the passengers are safe and sound. No one's sick or injured either. I'm pretty sure the Sky Bandit leaders are somewhere on the lowest level of this place. Be careful, all of you. After the way they ripped out the Lin's engine, I kept it in such good repair all this time. I'll never forgive them for that. I knew you'd come to save us. Thank you all. I'm glad that we're safe. What happened to the Lin? We were blindfolded, so we never exactly saw what happened. But this was the first time I'd ever ridden on an airliner. I think something like this would happen. Oh, I'd finally be able to get home to Zeiss. Oh, have we been saved? I must be dreaming or something. Are you guys brazers? Are you going to arrest the nice guards? Thank you. More than myself, I'm glad to know Aket's been saved. We need a bit of healing here. We're all a little low, so let's eat. Should be full now. Yep, everyone's full. Scarra's EP is low because I've been casting Aerial a lot. Familiar voice can be heard. Is this? Yep, looks like the Sky Bandit boss's room. Not yet. Reviving bomb. Nice. The treasure chest is offended that you have returned. Was the first time not good enough for you? Okay. That's this way. There's a rock wall at the end of the passage. Is this a dead end? No, it looks like there's something here. Shall we try pushing on it? Push. Oh, okay. So we can come back. This was a secret door? That's quite a neat little trick there. I wouldn't expect anything less from a secret forge. This looks like it's a corner of the Nepo Valley. Scarra, should we help the hostages escape first? No, we need to take out the Sky Bandit boss first. For attack while attempting to escape, there's no way we'll be able to protect that many people. Oh, that's true. Well then, how about we get back in there and have a face-to-face chat with the gentleman running this fine operation? Yeah, but there's a rest stop around here, right? How far back is it? Here. What's that? Party? Yeah, that's fine. Now we can charge in. Full ready. Eavesdrop and raid the room. Wahaha, so the Queen's gonna pay out the ransom, is she? Now we can finally say goodbye to this meager living. Don't get careless, bro. We haven't got the money in hand yet. Yeah, and we'll need to decide on a plan on how to let the hostages go. Let the hostages go? Now hold on a minute, why do we have to bother with that? Yeah, but once we get our Mira, we'll just kill them all and be done with it. No need to leave them alive. Don? You're joking, right? They know exactly what we look like, remember? Even if we let Liberal for good, we can still be tracked, right? But there are old people and kids among them. Do you really intend to kill them all? I swear, no matter how old you get, you never grow up. This isn't playtime, get it? But I... I'm sorry to say this, bro, but I'm against killing the hostages too. Ideals will never forgive us if we do that. And I don't want to get our home back with mirrors stained in the blood of innocent people. Getting their home back, huh? Come. Since when did you become the boss around here? Huh? I think it's about time you learned your place. Go! Kyle! Who cares about our old home? With this kind of mirror coming in, what could you possibly want with our old worthless land? We're gonna go blow all this cash somewhere near the southern resort and enjoy the good life for a while. What did you say? And once we run out of mirror, we'll just hijack another airship. It's gonna be the future of the proposed Sky Bandits. Don, what's happened to you? What in Idios' name has happened to you? Sorry to interrupt. You have your little family feud later. You again! Racers! Why are you here? How can you say something so heartless? Especially after you gave us a lift here in your own airship. Impossible. What are you talking about? It can't be. You had your airship sitting in front of the Amber Tower, right? We just slipped in when you weren't looking and hid in the cargo hull. In other words, we stole a ride from a bandit. Ha! Take that! For a dimwit, you really outdone yourself this time. Who are you calling a dimwit? You two-faced tomboy? What'd you just call me? You bimbo, airhead brute? Just try and say that again. Alright, enough of the bickering between you two. We've liberated the hostages and defeated the other members of your group, so it looks like all that's left is you three. In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby placed under arrest for the third time. It would be best not to resist. Man. Crap. Hi, just said. What is the meaning of this? Sorry, bro. I'm sorry, Don. Oh, that's okay. I'll forgive you just this once. Once I kill him, that'll be that. What? What a bunch of fools you are! To think with that pitiful number of people that you could ever capture Don Kapua. Ah! Look at how effortlessly he handles that orbital cannon. Just set. It's time to hunt some game. And I like my sport bloody. Okay. Josette's the dangerous one, right? Because she can heal. Lone female member of the Kapua household supports her companions with specialty arts. Number 2 member of the Kapua household, his smoke bombs are blinding and he's quite agile. Head of the Kapua household never hesitates to fire his massive cannon. So I think we get rid of Josette first. Also, let's actually mute her as soon as possible. We got a critical, but we can't really do anything right now, so morale.
Come on.
Oh, we could have used the...
Let me show you the true essence of me.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Oh, and we petrified him! Petrify doesn't wear off! Holy crap, we just completely won. We won, dude. It's over for them. We're pretty hurt, though.
That's it.
Okay. I want to keep everyone fairly close so I can heal them. For now, let's just have you move here. And then Estelle can heal. Fine tweak. It's probably going to be fastest to just blow our S brakes, I think. Stay put for the moment. Okay, that really hurts.
Take that.
I'm gonna blow Josh's S brake here.
Let's do this!
138. Not great. Ow! Holy fuck. We need to heal, like, right now. $600, $500, $400.
Someone's been naughty.
He's got a lot of damn health. Oh, now he's blinded as well. Oh, not that it matters. Miss, bitch! Wow. That petrify on the middle guy on the first turn was crazy. Olivier is so overpowered, dude. Holy hell. And Scary got a level. Looks like Josh is not far behind either. Wait, how did Estelle catch up? I guess Josh must have fainted at some point. These guys are tough. Oh, this is the strength of a bracer, huh? But crap, how can I lose to this girl? And that's how it's done. You learned your lesson yet? Now that it's been settled, I'm going to ask that you surrender nicely. Any more trouble out of you? And, well, you know what'll happen, right? Scarazard stroked their whip and smiled at Gisette. Yikes, no! Anything but that! Why me? Why do I have to go down like this? Oh, what's going on? I heard all over. When do I get an orbital cannon? What the heck? Oh, so he had been possessed somehow. Bro? Gone? Oh, Gisette! You're back from Roland already? If you're back this quickly, I guess things didn't work out, huh? Huh? Don't try and cover it up. If you've had enough, then how about leaving the breadwinning to us men? We probably won't be able to earn a whole lot, but be patient. Don, what are you talking about? Did you hit your head, bro? Gisette came back from Roland like forever ago. I went to pick her up right after we attacked the airliner. What? Attacked an airliner? What's all this crazy talk? We'd never do something like that. What is this guy talking about? I don't think he's trying to cover his butt. I think he really doesn't know. Come to think of it, who are these strangers? Don't tell me they're new recruits. Sorry to burst your bubble, but we're not. We're with the Bracer Guild. Huh? What are a bunch of bracers doing up here? This guy's completely lost his marbles. What an interesting turn of events. Whether you've forgotten or not, you're still under arrest. You're charged with hijacking an airliner, hostage-taking, demanding a ransom, and other such offenses. Hijacking an airliner, hostage-taking, and demanding a ransom? Kyle, just tell me this is some kind of joke! Don, I think that's my line. Thanks to you, bro, we've got a chance to escape. No, come on, not this shit again. Huh? Oh, hell, not again? Hey! Kyle? We'll talk about this later. Let's just focus on getting out of here. Come on, we couldn't think of blocking off the exits? Never going to get this spell out of my hair. Let's hurry and get out of this room. Which way did they go? They went up. They're going to try and escape in their airship. After tracking them this far, we can't let them get away. We've got to catch them. Right. Understood. I made it out alive. Oh, what a tragedy this has become. My delicate nasal cavity. Hey, Olivier, you better hurry up or we're going to leave you behind. Oh, wait for me. I've got a book here. Can I take it? No? I assume we're not actually being timed here. Okay. Let's make a break for it then. Wait. The Sky Bandits didn't happen to run in here, did they, Captain Grant? No, but I did happen to hear a bunch of loud voices and footsteps coming from outside. Sounds to me like they might have rushed up the stairs. Estero, they're going to try and escape in their airship. Right, we've got to hurry after them. Please forgive us, Captain, but we'll need you to sit tight a little longer. No worries, you kids just be careful out there. Sky Bandit Head Hedgehog was one scary dude. I almost feel sorry for the men under his control. Some of the bandits were rather kind, almost like they were being forced into doing this. There's still some Sky Bandits outside, aren't there? We got to protect the passengers at all costs. If those punks set foot in here, I'm gonna give them a good beating. It'll be my revenge for the Lin. Nobody gets away with that. You braces are really something else. Can't believe you're launching an attack on the Sky Bandits' hideouts with just a handful of you. I really want to contact the Orboship Corporation and let them know that we've been saved. But there are still Sky Bandits out there, aren't there? Please hurry up and take care of them. I've been away to give a lecture at the Royal Academy, but who would have thought this would happen on the way back? I planned to visit an old friend in Roland, and I got caught up in the middle of all this. Don't pick on the nice guards too much, okay? Those Sky Bandits were very nice to little Akka. They even gave her sweets. They might not all be such a bad bunch. I'm sure Katrina's worried sick. I'm sure my whole family's worried about me. You got the Sky Bandits cornered? I'm sorry I can't be of any help, but I'm rooting for you all. Good luck. I'm just glad everyone's safe. I've scheduled several business meetings and purchases, but they're all down the tubes now that I'm stuck here. I'm going to make a number of apologies once I get back to Bose. Let's rush, Hold it right there, you! You're not getting past us. You guys are back from war after taking a righteous beating like that? Now that's what I call tough. If you don't want to move, we're just going to force our way through.
Come on!
Petrified Breath is one person. Please don't do this. Don't just go for Joshua. And we got the Petrify, nice. Unfortunately, I need to heal. Oh god, Estelle might die. Do we kill one of them to try and limit the damage? Okay, good. Okay, we're good. Oh, come on, bro.
Enjoy the show.
Poison! Is that an augment? It is. Earth Elemental value 3. Poison enemy with 10% success. Well, Petrify is a lot better. Being able to petrify enemies is fucking amazing. What do you mean by cannot? All quartz okay. Why is poison not okay? This doesn't make any sense. I still can equip it. I don't get it. But he can equip it here. I want to keep Anticept on Joshua. All these I want to keep. Earthguard prevents status effects, I think. And all these I want to keep. Let's just leave it like that for now. It's a shame fire is so effective against, like, everything. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm not interested. Seriously. Do we really have to do this? We're gonna have to do this, aren't we? Just get them out of the way. Oh, he learned Taunt. Okay, I assume that's the same as... What's she got? Yeah, so he has the same one as Estelle now. That's this way. Don't think you're going up any further. Take the hostages and go. So you're back for more, huh? When will you learn? What are you trying to do? Fight time for your leaders to escape? They've done a lot for us over the years. Now it's time to return the favor.
Come on.
Come on then. Get aerial.
Take that!
All right, we rule.
So much red sepper. Still a little low, but not severely. We've got plenty of ingredients, so... bring everyone up to full. Oh, god damn it, man! Oh. Just run. I'm sick of this. Crap, looks like we've got company. There's more of them? Don't think you're gonna walk out of here the same way you came in. All we need to do is buy some time for Donk Island just set to escape. Trying to shield your masters to the bitter end, huh? Though it's a ridiculous thing to do, your spirit is admirable. Then I wonder if beating them into the ground might be a way to honor their sacrifice. Let's take them down. Joshua always gets to go first, even though he can't really do anything. Why would I want to put attention on myself? Josh, I'm sorry to say this, but you're actually kind of not a great party member. Maybe I should change his, change out his quartz to give him the the big attack. Okay, oh, this idiot's gonna get a crit. What if I have anything to say about it? Do we do it? Do we blow Olivier's S-Break and just end this in one turn? Nah, they've got hardly any health left. Oh, come on! That'll do. Come on, then. Alright, there's... No, fuck it. There's too many of them. It's gonna take forever. Oh, and the army is here already. They're gonna take all the credit. Hell, dude. This must be the... So the spy is not one of the bandits. It's someone else who was feeding them information. And it's probably the same people as whoever corrupted their boss, right? And now they've told the army just at the right time. Huh? What's this? How'd the army find out about this place? That liar! Things weren't supposed to go down like this. Hey, get your dirty mitts off of me! Hey, what's going on here? So, those are the ringleaders of the Sky Bandits? I'm surprised they're such a young woman, too. How about you shut your yap and start taking some good pictures? What are the chances of getting another scoop like this? What are you guys doing here? So, how about it, Niall? Is this enough to help you write a decent article? You bet it is! I'm really grateful that you took us along. Oh, would you mind if we took a picture of you while we're at it? What do you think, General Morgan? Do as you like. This plan was successful thanks to your genius. In all honesty, this is truly something to boast about. No, this was just the result of the accuracy of the Intelligence Division's analysis. So you do have a spy. Or it was a double agent. And thanks to the cooperation of those of you standing over there. At least we're getting some credit. What? What are you guys... I mean, how the heck? What's going on exactly? It's you kids again. Hey look, it's Estelle and Joshua. Racers? How are you here? Just for the record, I'll tell you, we infiltrated this place one step ahead of you. Again. And the entire hideout has been subdued. We chased the fleeing Skybander leaders up this way, but I never would have guessed that the Royal Army's patrol ships would be waiting. Once again, you've overstepped your bounds. With all due respect, General, it was because of them that our military strike saw this level of success. Therefore, shouldn't we in turn recognize their achievements? Do as you wish. I'll leave the rest up to your discretion. I'll return to the ship and see what information I can get out of these Sky Bandits. Very well, General. That old man's as stubborn as ever. He's not a bad person. He just lacks a little flexibility. That aside, where are the other Sky Bandits and the hostages? The other lackeys should be just lying all over the place unconscious. And as for the hostages, we have them waiting in the same room they were imprisoned in. I see. You have done this nation a great service. Please, leave the transportation of the hostages and cargo to us. Let's move, Captain Amalthea. Yes, Colonel. Oh, wait for me, Colonel! I'd really like to interview you kids, but this time the Colonel is top priority. If we have another opportunity, I'd appreciate doing one with you too. See you later, Estelle, Joshua. My. You had your whole shining moment uprooted and stolen, just like that. You got that right. Shh. Cat's going off. Don't let it bother you, Estelle. The Brace's role has always been that of the unsung hero, so there's no real reason for us to stand out. That sounds about right, yeah. Dad always made a point of staying in the background, too. Yeah. Really? I never noticed. Oh, where is Dad? I guess that's the one problem we've still got to figure out. Where is Dad now? What is he doing? Why hasn't he tried to contact us? Looks like there's nothing else left for us to do here. In the meantime, let's get back to Bose and report how it happened with the incident. We'll try and figure out what to do about your dad after that. Teleport. I really appreciate all your hard work. It appears that my impression about you was right. I knew that you would come through and bring closure to this incident. Yeah, but the army took off with all the glory. So I don't know if we could exactly say that we solved the case. No, that's not true. If you hadn't been there, I don't know if the army's raid would have been so successful. Backed into a corner as they were, the Sky Bandits may very well have harmed the hostages. Agreed. Everything worked out because you infiltrated their hideout and took them out ahead of time. You should be proud of what you've done. You really think so? Tee-hee. It's true that the hostages were freed and the Sky Bandits arrested, but it's a bit vexing to know that there are still some unanswered questions left. The men who appeared at the Valyria Lakeshore and the mystifying attitude of the leader of the Sky Bandits. I think we should consider that there's a lot behind this incident that we don't know about. Well, I guess we'll have to leave that part up to the Royal Army to figure out. With all the culprits being detained by them, there's really not much left we can do. Anyway, we should just be glad that all the hostages came back safe. Thanks to the news about the arrest of the Sky Bandits, things are returning to normal here in town. As a token of my thanks, I've added a bit of a bonus to your reward. Really? Are you okay with that? Haha, of course I am. I'd like to thank you too, Olivier. I just hope that my work was worth the price of that grand Chardonnay. Yes, in fact there was change to spare. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and if anything else comes up, I'd greatly appreciate your help again. Good day. Wow, nice that someone appreciates us. I'm sure that if the incident had gone on any longer, it would have caused much more confusion. It's probably only natural that the mayor is as happy as she is. Now I'm starting to feel all giddy inside. I don't think a bracer could be any more happy knowing that our work helped out a bunch of other people. If you say so. But I think it's safe to say that you're no longer greenhorns. Honestly, the two of you really surprised me this time. You think so? At any rate, please accept your assessment and pay for clearing up the incident. 8,010 BP! Here's the pay the mayor was talking about. It's a very, very nice sum. And this is from me. Recommendation. Is this a recommendation from the Bose branch? Is it alright to give this to us so soon? Of course! It would be downright rude of me not to recommend you after resolving such a big incident. Please accept it. Thank you, Lugren. We'll work hard so we don't bring any embarrassment on this recommendation. Great work, you two. I'm sure your father would be extremely pleased if he heard the news. Sure. You're probably right. I wonder what on earth Cassius could be doing right now. Not contacting the guild is one thing, but not contacting his family is a completely different matter. Yeah, it's definitely not like him. After he suddenly disembarked from the airliner in Bose, I wonder where he could have gone. Excuse me, please. Aren't you that receptionist from the landing port? What's the matter? You see, we recovered some of the cargo stolen by the Sky Bandits, and among some of the pieces were a number of parcels addressed to the Bracer Guild. So I'm here to deliver one of them today. I appreciate you doing that. But wait a minute. Why is there something addressed to this branch when the airliner left Bose to begin with? It's actually addressed to the Roland branch. But aren't Cassius's Bright's family's members here? What? That's us, but... Oh, perfect! We contacted the Roland branch and they said you would come here. Oh, he sent a letter, Then, here you are. This is the parcel. Estelle was given both a letter and parcel. This letter? Yep, it's in Dad's handwriting. It's addressed to Joshua and I at the Roland branch. It seems as if he had just scribbled it out before he got off the airliner. I guess Dad did intend on getting in contact with us after all. Oh. Well, that's good to hear. So that parcel is from your dad too? No, this one looks like it was sent to my dad by someone else. Huh? That's odd. Yeah, the sender hasn't written their name anywhere. Okay, my business here is done, so I'll be on my way. Oh, and one other thing. Good job in helping arrest those Sky Bandits. You Bracers sure do excellent work. And to think that a clue about your father would be mixed in with the airliner's cargo. Feel free to use the lounge upstairs to read his letter if you'd like. Thanks, Lugren. Ah, well then, let's have a look at the contents, shall we? Do you mind telling me what you're still doing here? It's just plain and simple curiosity, that's all. Why did your father disembark the airliner prior to his departure? Were I forced to wait around for an answer, the question would stick in my mind, so I'd never be able to sleep at night. And you're telling me this because... Oh, how heartless and cruel you can be to a companion who has traveled alongside you. And just who is it that you have to thank for being able to infiltrate the Sky Bandits' hideout, I wonder? All right already. can be a rather obnoxious fellow, I hope you know. I guess we don't have much of a choice. However, depending on the context, we may have to ask you to leave, okay? Of course I understand. Alright, let's see what he has to say. Estelle started by cutting the letter's seal. Dear Estelle and Joshua, I'm sure you're probably finished with the jobs I left for you, right? I'm also sure there are many things you'll have trouble with in the beginning, but take each one step at a time. I know you can both succeed. Anyway, turns out I've had a little trouble with my own work. And unfortunately, looks like I won't be able to make it home for quite some time. Please don't expect my return until after the Queen's birthday celebration. I'm really sorry that things turned out like they did. You should be grown up enough not to be lonely while I'm away. So until I get back, I'll leave it up to both of you to decide how you want to live. Free to continue working in Roland, or you're free to pursue qualifying as a senior bracer. The 16th year is a vintage time in your life, so make sure not to waste it. Please, give my regards to Scarazard and Ina. Asius Bright. That seems like the type of letter your father would write. It touches lightly on things, but it's full of consideration toward the both of you. Yeah, it looks that way. The Queen's birthday celebration, is it? From what I've heard, that's still a ways off. Yeah, it's about 2 or 3 months away. It means this would be the perfect time to take a small trip. I really wonder where your father is and what he's up to. Forget about that, and let's focus on what's in that package. With an unknown sender, there's bound to be something interesting inside. To be honest, I'm pretty curious myself, but we shouldn't be opening things addressed to my dad. Why don't you think of it this way? It's a package delivered by an unknown sender about the time your father disappeared. The two might be related, you know. But that's true. Olivier, don't coax Estelle into doing something to satisfy your own curiosity. Actually, though, Olivier does have a good point. Instead of leaving it until our dad comes home, it might be worth looking into. Okay, let's check it out. Estelle opened the parcel from the unknown sender. Inside was a shiny black hemispherical device. Also enclosed was a single memo with the item. What's this supposed to be? It's an orbment, though I'm not sure what it's used for. Let's see what the memo says. I was able to secure the item the aforesaid group was carrying, so please take care of it. Please ask Professor R to do an analysis of it when you find an opportunity. K. That's it? Yep, looks like the sender didn't write anything else. Skara, do you have any idea who K or Professor R might be? I hate to say this, but I don't have a clue for either. My father's pretty well known, so there's a possibility these people could be foreigners too. If this is the only thing we've got to go on, then honestly I'm ready to throw in the towel. What the heck is this black orbment anyway? From the shape alone, it doesn't look like anything intended for general use. Though it feels a little similar to a battle orbment. Even so, it's still quite different. A normal battle orbment has slots in which to install quartz. This one has none. Maybe this one is an artifact. An artifact? Precisely. An artifact is an orbment created by ancient civilization. Artifacts are the models for all orbments produced today. They're still occasionally discovered in ruins, and, for the most part, the Sephian Church has custody over them. They're a type of antique, so to speak. This one doesn't appear to be that old. Looks to me like it was made recently. You're right about that. However, this one almost seems like a black market item. Jeez, now looks what has happened because of my good-for-nothing dad. Doesn't he know that we're all worried about him? Estelle? Now he's getting some sketchy item from an unknown sender. What in the world has my dad gotten himself into this time? You know, Estelle, I've been thinking. How about we continue our journey? Huh? Joshua? That's what Dad wrote in his letter, right? He said, or you're free to pursue qualifying as a senior bracer. Yeah, he did say that, but we've already managed to get recommendations from Roland and Bose, right? All that's left are Ruin, Zeiss, and Gratzel. Only those 3. We do jobs as we travel around to these other regions. We just might hear something about where Dad is, or what he's doing. Eh? I think we're just worrying ourselves for nothing, considering Dad's skills. There's also the possibility that he may have even traveled abroad. I think getting off our own ducks is a lot better than just sitting around and waiting. We might just be able to find this Professor R, too. Joshua? What? You're a genius! Estelle, what are you talking about? This is like killing two birds with one stone, or maybe even 10. Sometimes I hate you for being so smart. So should I consider that a yes? Oh, is it ever? Yes, yes, triple yes! Training to be senior braces as we travel around the Burl, and exposing that no-good middle-aged man has been doing in the process. I think you're somehow missing the point. It looks like she's back to her old self. I guess that's settled then. Well, take care. I'm gonna head back to Roland now. Oh, we're losing Scara! That said, I'm still a little worried about you two. Are you sure you don't want me to come along? Give it a rest, Scara. We'll be fine. The whole reason we're going on this trip is to become senior bracers. We wouldn't be training anymore if you came with us. And if you didn't go back, the Roland branch would have such a hard time managing things. Don't worry about us. We'll figure out a way to get things done. Well, if you insist. It's pretty rare for someone your age to be aiming for senior bracer status, so don't overdo it. If you run into any trouble, contact the Roland branch. Got it? I'll come running no matter where you are. Sure. Thanks, Scara. And the same goes for you. Don't get yourself too liquored up. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Alright, alright. I'll watch the number of drinks. Never fear, dear children. You can count on me to protect fair Scara. And why are you headed for Orleans? Not to mention with Scara. That's because I've tasted all there is to taste of the local dishes here in Bose, and I thought it was about time I turned my attention toward another region. As for Roland's cuisine, I've heard the produce is just to die for, so that's what I'm looking forward to next. That's pretty much it. He says he wants me to introduce him to a nice restaurant and some lovely vegetables or some such nonsense. Since he's so persistent, I only agreed to him coming along under the condition that he go drinking with me at the bar. We'll never see him alive again. Olivier, I really hope you understand what you've promised her. I could die for the likes of fine women and food. Part of me longs to be by your side as you continue your journey, Joshua. After many agonizing hours of consideration, I've decided to accompany fair Scarazard instead. I think I'll be better off with you a safe distance away from me. Well, have fun, but I'm warning you, don't you dare make any trouble in Roland, you hear me? Here's another piece of advice. When Scara's at the bar, watch out. That's when the gloves come on. I'm seriously not joking when I say you should beware. How dare you speak about your mentor like that, Estelle? Besides, Heina's coming along too. Yeah, and she's even worse than you. The gloves come off, huh? Is that perchance what you and Estelle were talking about before? Yes, Estelle said it best, though. It was nice knowing you. Yes, it was a pleasure. Huh? The Roland-bound airliner will be departing shortly. All passengers, please board the airship now. Well, Ollie boy, looks like it's time for us to leave. Come on now, we'd better hurry and get on. Scara, wait! Can't we talk this over? I'd really appreciate it if I had just a little more time to think things through. Surely you're not getting cold feet already. If you consider yourself a man, then quit acting like a ninny. See you later, Scara. Give our regards to everyone in Roland. Have a wonderful trip, you two. Go a little bit faster. And that's the end of chapter 1. Let's save. Hopefully we didn't miss out on the side quest. And that's about the gist of the Sky Bandit incident that occurred in northern Liberal. And to think that the bankrupt Kapua family drifted all the way down here. You might be contacted by Liberal regarding the incident, so deal with it as you see fit. Yeah. Turns out I wasn't able to meet him in the end. Seems like something else must have come up, talking about Cassius. Also, the connection with the Sky Bandit incident is still unknown, but it's clear that another power is at work here. Huh? Oh shit. No, it's not like that at all. I've also become acquainted with an interesting bunch. Oh shit! Olivier is like a spy! The food's great, and there are babes everywhere. This is unquestionably my kind of country. Maybe I'll just take up permanent residence here while I'm at it. Alright, there's no need to throw a fit. So he was looking for Cassius Bright too, was he? Anyway, see what else you can find out. Just don't get caught looking into things by the Chancellor. I'll contact you again, my dear friend. I love messing with that guy. He's just so stuffy up and uptight that I can't help myself. Portable phone, huh? Well, aren't you carrying around quite the nifty gadget? Skara! And the fact that you're carrying around an ornament that even the Zeiss Central Factory couldn't create, well... How about you tell me who you really are? Come on, Skara, don't treat me like I'm some kind of stranger. I'm Olivia Lenheim, the wandering bard and gifted musician you've come to adore. If you'd like to get to know me better, I'm sure we could arrange something. A little pillow talk, perhaps? How about we skip the foreplay and go straight to the climax? Your cheap antics don't fool me, Olivia. Or should I call you Mr. Erebonian Operative? Looks like the title Silver Streak isn't just for show. So, I guess you were pretending that you didn't notice in front of Estelle and Joshua, huh? I don't want to worry those two any more than they already are. So back to the subject at hand, why don't you start talking? Who are you, and what are you doing in Labor? Before that, I'm going to have to correct you on 2 points. First off, these cheap antics, as you call them, are totally natural. I'm not play-acting or anything, that's just who I am. Oh, I'm sure. So do you mean to tell me you drank that wine without paying just because you felt like it? And after that, being taken to the Haken Gate, you could gather information was all a part of the plan? Did you even set yourself up to run into us? Run into us? I don't think so. I'll leave that part up to your imagination. The other thing I must correct you on, that this device is not an ornament. It is an artifact which was unearthed in the Empire. It can piggyback off any orbital communication system, and its transmissions can be encrypted. There's no worry about them being intercepted. It comes in handy for a busy man such as myself. An artifact, like one of the sacred relics the Septian Church has stewardship over? Now I'm all the more curious to know what you're after. Oh, no, Skara. You should never try to pry into the secrets of a mysterious beauty all at once. How would you like to get to know a real woman? I'll be more than willing to show you with my wit. Skara, I don't see any humor in those eyes. Well, jokes aside, no wonder he's so overpowered. You really should have just been straightforward from the beginning. As you have already figured out, my position is like that of an operative in the Empire. But I have no intention of sabotaging anything or stealing classified information. I merely came here to meet a certain someone. A certain someone? Yep, someone you all know all too well, Cassius Bright, the one lauded as the supreme swordsman and master strategist by the Royal Army. A racer with a special title belonging to but 4 people throughout the whole of the entire continent. Divine Blade, Cassius Bright, the one I seek. Madrigal of the White Magnolia, Chapter 2. Let's see. If we're going to travel around the entire kingdom, then our next destination is the Ruin region. I wonder which route we should take to get there. About that, so you're really not planning on using an airliner? I think it's going to be quite the detour if we head there on foot. You remember what Skara said, right? We need to walk and actually see the places we protect first. Or was it Dad who said that? Well, I guess since we have some time on our hands, it wouldn't be a bad thing to head there on foot. It would save the money it would cost to use an airliner. Great idea! We can use the money we saved to go shopping at the Buzz Market! After all, we didn't have time to spend shopping around leisurely during the whole Sky Bandit mess. And then we could leave after that. So, what do you think? I don't care either way, but try not to waste too much money. Just so you know, in order to enter the Ruin region, we'll need to go through the Crone Pass to the west. Once you're done shopping, let's leave through the west gate. Okay, the west gate, right? We didn't explore the tower, though. Aha, and we haven't failed the ring yet either. Good. There's still 3 enemies we're missing, which I'm assuming are the ones in the tower. Let's go... We will explore the tower before we finish. But this is about where I have to wrap up. Let's just try and hand in the ring quest. And then we'll finish for the day. Excuse me, you're Lana, right? Yes, that's right. Is there something I can help you with? Actually, we found a ring that looks something like the one you mentioned in the job request of the guild. If we could, we'd like to have you take a look at it. Really? Truly? Hand it over. Oh. Who would have ever thought this would have come back to me like this? So, there's no doubt that this is the ring that was stolen? No, this is the one that was stolen, alright. It's a memento for my mother. I would know it anywhere. I see. It must be really important to you then, right? I had almost believed that I would never see it again. I don't know how I can ever repay you for finding this. I'm just glad we could help. I guess our work here is done, unless there's something else. No, that's all, and once again, thank you for finding this for me. Well then, if that's all, we'll leave you to your business. Have a nice day! I'm so grateful to all of you. The Sky Bandits behind bars looks like I can finally get back to my life. My mom looks like she's happier now. I'm glad. Let's turn it in. Now that the incident has been resolved, I can finally walk around town in high spirits for the first time in a while. So happy that I just want to greet everyone I meet. Bills forever! Long live the mayor! I've really got a thing for the clothes being sold in the Bose Market recently. The designs are trendy and unique, but I wonder where the brand is from. The cake shop in the Bose Market is said to be pretty good. I wonder if I should go and have a taste myself. The tower might be dangerous, actually, with just the 2 of us, but we'll see. That's not the guild. And we're clear! So, you're headed to Ruin, are you? Yeah, thanks for everything, Lugren. We really appreciate everything you did for us. Don't mention it. I'm gonna really miss having you guys around. If you ever happen to be in the Bose again, don't forget to stop by. You're always welcome here. Thanks. Anyway, we better get going now. 2,000. God, we are cashed up. 20,000 geld. You're leaving so soon? That's too bad. I was hoping we could work together. Well, good luck with whatever lies ahead. And remember, never give up. We're gonna run into A-Gate, aren't we? And he's gonna join our party. Aren't you guys the junior bracers who are working with Scarizard? Sting. We really are the police. Okay. That should be it for now. I'll deal with everything next time. We'll talk to everyone, we'll hit the shops, we'll check out the tower, and then we'll proceed with the story. We'll head off onto Ruin. Every shop has finally got their wares in again. Now I can go shopping as much as I like. And that's gonna be it. Cool, we got everything done. Nice. Alright. Until next time, bye-bye.